about, and it was a big hit. Everybody said, wow, there's a market here.
Clueless applies slacker irony and pop culture smarts to a worldview that's brighter, more colorful, and techno-savvy. The script, inspired by Jane Austen's Emma, sparks a resurgence of literary classics remade as fresh stories for a new generation.
Whatever. Teenagers want to see teenagers playing teenagers because then they feel like they can relate a little more.
Soon, all genres get the teen market makeover, from action films to romances and, of course, horror films.
What the success of Scream revealed was how self-conscious and, in a way, sophisticated the new teen audience was, that they were viewers who could watch themselves watching a movie, which is what Scream is about.
Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back. I'm getting another beer. You want one? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Scream made a lot of money, and Scream was cast with a lot of that farm team out of Fox movies and the WB and stuff. And what you see now are a lot of movies taking those guys, putting them in films, and doing very well.
I'm doing 2 this summer. Josh Jackson's doing 3. Katie Holmes did 3. Michelle Williams is doing 2. James Van Der Beek is off doing 1 right now.
It's kind of like putting the hot new teen face into a movie, and what's the best way to do it where we can have, 9 or 10 of them, because we need 9 or 10 people to get killed in this film anyhow.
Kind of happy when you see Ryan Philippe get a hook, and you're just like, all right, it's good, take the brave guy out. Let's move along, let's kill the chick from Party of 5 next.
2. The year, 1991. The movie, Boys in the Hood. The impact. Filmmakers keep it real. When hip-hop goes Hollywood.
Either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on in the hood.
It's prophetic now because it's the end of the 90s. And people know what's going on in the hood.
The biggest success of the movie is that it really exposed a huge audience to, a realistic look at a world they didn't know existed and that they should know existed.
Got a problem here?
Can we have one night where there ain't no fight, nobody gets shot?
I wanted my film to have the attitude, of the hip-hop generation. I was able to write the film influenced by the music that I was listening to.
Scared now. I like that. That's why I took this job.
Some of the rage in terms of the system and the oppressiveness of the police and everything were prophetic in terms of what happened a year later with the riots.
Seeing that movie was kind of like opened the door to a lot of movies that dealt with problems in urban society. So whereas Spike Lee brought black cinema back to the forefront, but didn't really touch on gangster mentality, John was able to bring that into light and was followed by people like the Hughes brothers.
It also set the stage for our ongoing interest in the culture of the West Side, specifically in hip-hop coming out of California, people telling those kinds of stories. He was the first person on a mainstream movie level to see how significant that was going to be.
The success of movies like Boys in the Hood and New Jack City shows studios that urban stories are lucrative and accomplishes something that failed by the previous decade's rock stars, creating vehicles that turn rap artists into legitimate, credible movie actors.
The casting of Ice Cube was a really interesting choice, and I think John did it twice. He did it with Ice Cube, and he did it with Tupac. He cast these 2 actors who are incredible rappers, but they could really act.
Why are you always so mad?
What do you want from me?
Right. Think you kind of fly. By me having such a horrid street life to draw from or an experience, I could add a little bit something more of a dimension to a character.
Hollywood uses rap to make movies that appeal to the hip-hop generation and, of course, sell soundtrack albums. With a successful formula in place, there are a plethora of films in this genre.
New Jack City is the architect of all these movies, when you really think about it. It's the blueprint for a lot of bad movies. It's like, let's get a good soundtrack, let's get 1 actor, a rapper, and a comedian. And we'll have a hit movie.
The major motion picture companies realize that a rapper is a vehicle that'll get them to the urban youth. At the same time, it's up to those individuals that are in these movies to take advantage of this opportunity and utilize the opportunity the way the major motion picture companies have utilized it.
By the end of the hip-hop 90s, one rapper gained superstar success with roles outside the urban experience.
Breakthrough performance.
Bring it.
The performer, Will Smith. The movie.
When I roll into the when I stroll into the
Plan to spend the 4th of July with Big Willie and your family.